Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I've been pretty scared to love again. Writing all these messages and never was a hit and send. Pick them all apart, isn't perfect but I never been. Thinking on the past, wonder where the time went. Cause I've been thinking back to the old days. Think about the times I would see you when I couldn't wait. Now I wanna make it like I'm living in the old days. I don't wanna see you hurt again, no way. So I'ma make it right, it's the present now. Past never lasts, it's the future that I look at now. Wanna give it all, shooting for the second round. Writing what I feel, cause it's me that I never found. But I've been born again, it's a new day, falling all apart when I hear all that you say. Tell me you were listening to everything I've written you. Listen, reminiscing till the memories are hitting you. Tell me how you feel, really wanna know. Tell you that I care, swear that I have grown. And when I see you laugh, I can never let it go. There's a place in my heart and you've written it in stone. Tell you what I feel if you ever wanna know. I know that over time that the love is gonna grow. Cause you were all I want and I'll never let it go. And I'll live it to the end like I've written it in stone. Thinking to the times I was sitting in the night. Think about you and the battles I would fight. Swear that anymore you were always on my mind. And I promise that I'm honest and I'm gonna treat you right. Thinking to the times I was sitting in the night. Think about you and the battles I would fight. Swear that anymore you are always on my mind. And I promise that I'm honest and I'm gonna treat you right. Know you have a past and it's sitting in your thoughts. I know that he was distant and that you were at a loss. Wanna make it better, I don't care what it will cost. So I'm sticking to your side is what I'm trying to get across. Wishing I could fix all the pain that you were going through. Wishing that I told you what I felt. You never knew, and love is never certain. It don't matter what you do, and love is never certain. What I'm certain of is you. Certain that I'm gonna give you all that I have. I'm certain that I'm not afraid of getting attached. Cause when I look at you, I'm thinking this is a catch. And I'm dying every time that I think of the past. The person can be right if the timing is wrong. I was young and I was stupid and I wasn't as strong. But now I know it's right, you and now we belong. Now it's back to the pen, gonna write you a song. Tell me how you feel, I just really wanna know. Tell you that I care and I swear that I've grown. And when I see you laugh, I can never let it go. There's a place in my heart and you've written it in stone. Tell you what I feel if you ever wanna know. Know that over time that the love is gonna grow. Cause you were all I want and I'll never let it go. And I'll live it to the end like I've written it in stone. Thinking to the times I was sitting in the night. Think about you and the battles I would fight. Swear that anymore you are always on my mind. And I promise that I'm honest and I'm gonna treat you right. Thinking to the times I was sitting in the night. Think about you and the battles I would fight. Swear that anymore you are always on my mind. And I promise that I'm honest and I'm gonna treat you right. Yeah. Gonna treat you right. Promise.
Welcome to Northwest Sessions on KZLX and KNWT Channel 8. I'm your host, Mary Grace Rice, and do you want to introduce yourself?
My name is Jack Stoddard. I'm also known as Hijacked on, the internet.
All right, cool. So, you are a rapper.
Yeah, of sorts. I prefer the term musician. But yes, I am a rapper.
What about, like, rap artist?
Rap artist works as well.
Do you like that better than rapper?
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, rapper kind of has like this stigma to it.
You know,
if that
I
makes
agree.
sense.
Kind of like a connotation. It's like...
Yeah, and like, I don't know, like, I do more, I guess, than just rap too. I mean, occasionally, I'll sing. Starting to really like dive into like production too. So, rapper, sure, that's more of just like a piece of, I guess, what I do. So,
Okay, sweet. So, what got you interested in rapping?
Basically, man, I was just being just being a high school kid. I wasn't really too into music, to be honest. And then my friend showed me this one guy named NF, and I wasn't into like rap really at all at the time. But I don't know. It just his music really just, I guess, connected with me. And then from there, I started exploring rap and that, I guess, area of rap, I guess, if that makes sense. Like the more, I guess, kind of like emotional, like more real, I guess, side of rap. And I just kind of eventually fell in love with it and decided I was just, gonna do it myself. So
All right.
here we are now,
That's sweet. So is like NF like your biggest influencer then, do you think? Or like who else?
Probably, yeah. I mean, because I guess, yeah, because he was like my biggest, like, he's just who I listen to the most, you know? And you're naturally going to, I guess, kind of replicate what you grew up with and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But outside of NF, I listen to, you know, a bunch of other artists, you know, Joyner Lucas, Whit Lowry, Kendrick Lamar, you know, but for the most
all
part,
of the above.
yeah. For the most part, though, I really don't. Nowadays, I really don't listen to a lot of music at all anymore, which is kind of weird. But the music that I listen to is all like basically my own now, and which is it's not like an egotistical thing. Like I listen to it and I'm like, oh man. Like I'm so into this.
Yeah, like I'm so into my own music.
I don't know. It's just like I listen to it, and sometimes I do listen to it just kind of like, you know, just to kind of like feel to it because I do make, you know, I guess you know, emotional music, and also to kind of improve. I'm constantly, you know, like critiquing myself, which maybe you know, not healthy, but.
But I mean, like that's the way you improve. Like
yeah.
I can see you like listening to your own music, and then like you can easily critique off of that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I've only been doing this for a year, and if you listen to my work a year ago compared to now, wow.
So how has it changed from when you first started? So wait, did you first start a year ago?
Yeah. So my first like song was dropped on Mother's Day of last year. And then I dropped my first project October 14th of last year. So almost exactly a year ago today. And yeah, I just kind of...
It's really different.
Yeah, and I just like kind of became like so obsessed with it that literally every day I was down in my basement when I should have been doing homework or something, you know. I'm just down there like working on writing another song or working on, you know, mixing and mastering and like just kind of, you know, learning the process. So.
Yeah. So like your song that you dropped on Mother's Day. Tell me about that and like how is that different from what you're creating today?
So that song was called Dear Mom. And this song was written as, I guess, kind of a letter to my mother who had breast cancer at the time. And she passed shortly after I made that song, but I made it kind of as just like, you know, a letter, just kind of like thanking her, I guess, you know, for everything she's done, you know, for me as, you know, just as a parent and everything like that. So it was like, you know, as obviously it's like my first song, so it's not that great, but it's still, it means so much more past that, you know, to me, that it's still like, you know, definitely has a place in my heart for sure.
We're going to take a short break here on Sessions, but stay tuned for a reaction to Hijack's latest music video. Welcome back to Northwest Sessions. We're going to check out Hijack's latest music video, Face It, which was also directed by Craig Richard, who just so happens to be our producer. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Connections.
Yeah. All right.
Man, I come to the mic to relieve the mind, and I try so hard, but I'll never find how to bridge across all that I divide. Now the heart's so cold and I never cry till the line hits home when I make an anthem. Words so deep they don't understand them. I spill my guts and I throw a tantrum, and still they think that the words are random. I don't write cause I wanna be accepted. I just write all the feelings I neglected. Bring me in just to feel protected, then throw me out. Now I'm disconnected. Can't trust no one cause they don't trust me. Effort and trust are a two-way street. Giving my all but I'll never see if the image I had's even meant to be. Now the heart picks up when they're eyeing me. I'm running from the pits of anxiety. I'm taking my stress pretty violently, cause I can't stand life in sobriety. I'm drowning in the tears that are you and I. Am I okay? Maybe you decide. Now every night they can do and die, and I chase these thoughts on my suicide. These demons creep in a lonely head. If life's so great, I'm already dead. I held this back cause I knew they'd judge. Now it's off my chest, I ain't got no love, cause the heart's so cold but they don't replace it. Take my trust and they go erase it. Got no friends, not a one to save it. And I try so hard but I'll never face it.
I need you to hear me out.
I wish we could get a zoom in on the chills. Can we get a zoom in? I don't think we
Wait,
can
do you
get a
actually have
zoom in.
chills?
Yeah, like, okay, so.
I mean, it's cold in
is
here.
that, it is cooler than normal in here.
Yeah.
Okay, but, so was that person across from you was supposed to be like you as well?
Yeah, so when I kind of created created. So obviously Craig directed it, right? But I kind of pitched this idea to him, especially this opening sequence right here. Basically, what I was kind of shooting for was, I guess, like a separation of personalities. So every, I guess, like different scene that you see in this music video is kind of like a different part of me. And in this one in particular, I like, personally, I tend to think that it's when I put the gun to my head and shoot, it's not an actual representation of suicide itself, but rather, I guess, the death of my innocence, because you have me sitting there, you know, rapping and stuff, and then you got across from me, me again, but you know, dressed in a much, you know, I guess darker, you know, thing, just to kind of symbolize, dreary. You know, dreary, like darker thoughts and stuff like that. And it's kind of, yeah, the opening sequence is just kind of representing how I struggle with letting these darker thoughts, these darker emotions overtake me. And yeah.
All right. I feel that. Okay.
Try to understand me. This isn't you. Look at where you're at. You don't want this. You need to step it up. Look at the world around you as if it's something to conquer, not something to hide from. Instead of facing your demons, you hide, and while hoping they would fade away, it only gave them time to manifest even more. It just takes one day, 1 hour, maybe 1 minute to turn it all around, but it will take a lifetime to get over it if you never learn to face it.
Yeah, what is this?
This was just like a random, so we were gonna go to this like woods area to shoot for this video, and we were like, there's no way. Like we pulled up into this parking lot and we just see this thing, and it's like an old jail.
That is so crazy.
Like literally, like yeah, just
and
like an old public
jail. And you guys were
jail.
instantly like, we're using
We're like,
this.
absolutely, and then we grabbed the chains that we just, you know, conveniently had in the trunk, and and just tied me up, and
all right.
so yeah,
Cool.
that was a very spur of the moment shot, but.
I don't know if I'm ever gonna make it. Wanna go cause I know I'll never take it. On the low, only love it when I hate it. I don't know if I'm ever gonna face it. I don't know if I'm ever gonna make it. Wanna go cause I know I'll never take it. On the low, only love it when I hate it. I don't know if I'm ever gonna face it. Look, sitting in the car when I think about life in a penthouse. Think about a life where I'm thinking I'm alive and never what I feel, have been left out. I wanna be alone, got nobody as a home. I don't wanna be sad if it ain't right, but it don't feel wrong, so I wrote this song. Wanna show what I'm feeling tonight. It just feels right when I'm in my room and I stare and sit in silence, cause I'm in my head looking at my dread and I wonder where the time went. And I sold my soul cause I don't feel whole, and the devil went to sign it. Now the mind's a mess cause I just don't rest, never show my thoughts inside it. She took my trust, wanna fake her love, wanna leave me on the pavement. Wanna take my life, wanna grab a knife and stab right where the pain is. All I want is truth, never want to you, now you got me.
I have the goosebumps all over my body. Like these cards, like each one, like the story's just progressing and each card is just going with the story.
No, yeah. So with the cards, so there's 15 cards, and then this track, you know, it's called Face It, and that's the name of my album, which has 15 tracks on it. And while the cards specifically in this music video aren't necessarily reminiscent of those specific tracks, that, you know, the 15 number was, you know, done on purpose.
Right.
But anyway, beside that, yeah, I literally sat there. I found this old deck of cards. I don't even know like what they are, honestly, but I just found it like in this drawer, and it was honestly like eerie how as I sat there and I was like, you know, these are like really cool. Like I could use these for this music video. And
Like you already had written it.
yeah, I had already written out like kind of like the storyline and stuff like that. And then I was like going through and I was like, oh my gosh. Like I was finding places to like match them up and everything, like just match them up with like the lyrics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And yeah.
That's
but
crazy.
yeah, so the representation though of the cards in this video in particular is that, so you'll notice like, you know, the guy who's flipping the cards over is essentially me, but, you know, with a mask, which is, you know, name of the album, Face It, right? It's about like not hiding from, you know, your issues and your troubles, but instead, you know, going out, facing it and, you know, figuring out what's the matter, right? So this temptation that I have of hiding from all these negative thoughts and these negative things that I feel eventually started to kind of control me like as a person and how I lived. And so, yeah, so that's just kind of the, you know, when you play the cards, it's kind of like, it's playing a game, you know what I mean? Like it's controlling that, so.
Yeah.
What's wrong with me? Can I not believe that I'm everything I've hated? I want to live in a soul that died. Bottoms up, hoping I'll be fine. Day to day, I don't want to try to be a star that'll never shine. Living life in a tortured mind. Going numb, gotta force to cry. Come and go when I drive on by, and before they leave, never say goodbye. I don't know if I'm ever gonna make it. Wanna go cause I know I'll never take it. On the low, only love it when I hate it. I don't know if I'm ever gonna face it. I don't know if I'm ever gonna make it. Wanna go cause I know I'll never take it. On the low, only love it when I hate it. I don't know if I'm ever gonna face it. Yeah, try to go on cause I don't wanna live in the past though. And I stay in line but I lose my mind every time I see her pass though. I don't live in this but I reminisce, and I found this shit's a hassle. When I close my eyes it is her and I in a fallen broken castle. I just want love but it's not enough when I never seem to fix it. So I hide away when I find a way to live what I am missing. So tell me how when I'm feeling down you say you come to visit. And I call your name but you ran away, now all I hear is crickets. And I won't lie, it was do or die, I was looking for some comfort. Want to move on, told you she's gone, but still you knew I loved her. Then you came in, then I just gave in, then you went and threw me under. My jealousy, who the hell is he, and went to block your number. I never fell, you could never tell, just went to test the waters. Think on that night, thinking you and I, why the hell I even bothered. I fed you wrong, cause I led you on, but you knew I couldn't lose her. But in the end, you were still a friend, so I wish luck in your future. I don't know if I'm ever gonna make it. Wanna go cause I know I'll never take it. On the low, only love it when I hate it. I don't know if I'm ever gonna face it. I don't know if I'm ever gonna make it. Wanna go cause I know I'll never take it. On the low, only love it when I hate it. I don't know if I'm ever gonna face it. Never gonna make it. Never gonna face it.
That was sweet.
Thank you. So yeah, the ending sequence there with the gunshot,
Yeah.
you know, that, you know, represents just kind of me, well, like facing, you know, my issues. So,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, that's pretty, once you kind of understood the beginning, it then becomes kind of self-explanatory, but
Right.
you know, it is what it is. I'm very proud of that, and thank you to Craig for doing such a wonderful job.
I love that.
because-
That was like so artistic, and honestly, every time a card flipped and I was just listening to the lyrics and it all just came together, like I literally would just like goosebumps, goosies. But yeah, that was lit.
Thank you. Thank you.
This has been Northwest Sessions on KNWT Channel 8. Thanks to our video and audio crew led by our producer, Craig Richard. I'm Mary Grace Rice, your host, and we're going to send it off with a performance by Hijacked.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking back to summer, it's the second time we met. I wish it never happened, now I wish I could forget. I'm sick of all the voices that are tearing through my head, saying I was pretty stupid to believe what you had said. And now I'm thinking back, were you lying and confused? And now I'm thinking back and I've been thinking I was used. I'm thinking back on you, the things that I would do to keep you by my side, but now I guess it wasn't true. And I'm giving you my time, every day you're all I think about. I tell you that I'm fine, to be honest I've been sinking down. Tell you that I lied, you know I wanna stick around. Say I never cried, and night I'm lying on the ground. Told me that the reason you don't want me is the distance. That will not explain it, you are always staying distant. Summer full of pain, but I know I'm gonna miss it. You were spilling out your guts, cause I cared enough to listen. Yeah. Look. Drank away the pain, only wanted to escape. You knew that isolation wasn't something you could take. I tried to be the hero, but I never had a cape. I'm thinking back the past and the memories he made. You're calling me on FaceTime to say what's on your mind. To tell me how you're broken cause he's leaving you behind. To tell me how you're hoping cause you talked the other night. You're broken, never show it till you drinking and you cry. And I promise that I cared, I wanna see you smile. I think about your laugh, I won't hear it for a while. Still you're on my mind in 600 freaking miles. And I'm begging for you back, throwing fits like I'm a child. Now I've been thinking back when I pulled up in the night and bringing you some food and then we talk about our life. I'm thinking to the night we were talking, then you felt me. Look into my eyes, almost like you wanna tell me. Yeah. Guessing that I lied to myself when I saw that. Still I'm sitting hoping, thinking you were gonna call back. Taking back time, wishing I could take it all back. You're the only person that I knew I wouldn't fall back. Guess I'm not enough, I wish you would've told me. Wishing that you stopped, but instead you went to hold me. Really wanna stay, maybe this is for the better. Last night I said I'm sorry, you were drunk and don't remember. Oh, get it, do you remember when I came at 2 a.m.? I messed over your ex, he's a god like amen. I guess a broken heart is all that I could not amend. Was more than in love, girl, I thought you were a friend. I told you that I'd never be a ghost and I mean it. Think of how you left and it's haunting when I see it. I meet another girl, little hurt cause I'm a dweller. I know I'll think of you every time I go to tell her.